Hi. Finally, I got this working. So I'm excited. Today is my last live before I leave for my vacation in Mexico. I'm going to visit a very close friend family, and I'm excited. But today we're here, so we're going to be looking at why tarot, why choose tarot, why there's so many other spiritual, whether it be consultation, support workers. There's so many things out there, right? And so today I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of the why in all this, because to me, that's where it kind of all started. I was looking and searching for something that would, I don't know, answer my needs, that would absolutely that I could feel comfortable with. Okay. And I know that's funny because a lot of people are not comfortable with tarot. And so it's important for me to bring this to the center stage so that people understand that tarot is not this, like, the tarot I offer. Let me put it this way. Okay. It is not this mystical, unattainable, like everyone can do a tarot reading for themselves. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not this, untouchable thing. It's one of the things that I've heard over the years about people that used to be Christians, is because they always felt that God was unattainable. He was unreachable. It was, yes, it was a faith thing. That wasn't the problem. It was just that there was something missing. And so, funny enough, and it's no judgment for any of the Christians out there. I grew up as a Christian myself. I consider myself more than a Christian now, in the sense that not more than anyone else, but more in the sense that my beliefs have expanded, and I believe that there's more than Christianity out there. I do believe in the Heavenly Mother and the Heavenly Father. But once again, I won't get too into that. If ever any of you would like to hear a bit more about my spiritual beliefs, it would be a pleasure to share them with you. But that's what we're here for today. So I brought two decks with me. Once again, Oracle and Tarot, the Muse Tarot for today. Love this deck. Very feminine energy, but at the same time, there is a masculinity to it. And so what is masculine and feminine? It just means that the motherly, the more nurturing, but also very sensual side of a woman, whereas the male is the more, caregiver, protecting, providing energy, right? And then we have the Oracle. Today is the Power Animal Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer, PhD. Too many words, but there you go. And the Muse Tarot is by Chris Ann. If you look here, you can see her name right there. All right. So before I jump into the decks, though, so the way I offer my tarot services is I ask powerful questions. So let's say I'm going to give you an example, like a situation example. Okay. So let's say someone comes to me and says, I am really struggling in my relationship. I don't know what's going on. Things are confusing. I really need clarity. Okay. Now, more often than not, that clarity is for, yes, in the relationship that they're struggling with, but also in their own personal relationship. Because when you're comfortable and things are going well with yourself and in your personal relationship, it is always reflected in your personal relationships, right? Whether it be romantic, friendship, whatever kind of relationship that is. And so one of the things that I've really come to love and appreciate about tarot is that it really helps me as a previous life. Well, I still am life coach, intervention worker, youth outreach worker. I just choose to concentrate my energy of all of that know-how and all of everything that I've learned and absorbed and how to help and accompany people, and use tarot to as an extra kind of tool to help me support and help you and find that clarity and find the heart of the issue. So I'm going to take out some cards just to give you an idea. I've already taught you about intuition. So those of you that are wondering what intuition is, I've made a video specifically to clarify what intuition is. Okay. All you have to do is check out my videos on my channel. So the Muse deck, now I've already mixed this deck quite well. So I'm just going to mix it a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing with the Power Animal Oracle deck. All right. Now, for those of you that have watched the Oracle and the Tarot videos, I explain what Oracle decks and Tarot decks are. And Oracle decks, usually I read them intuitively, but if I feel I need a little something more, I go to the booklet because each Tarot deck is unique, right? For the Tarot, it's pretty much the same thing from one deck to the next in the sense that they're always major arcana, minor arcana is represented. All right. So one of the things that is so important to remember when you're choosing what kind of guidance you want and considering tarot to be one of those guidances is to know what kind of tarot reader you're going for. So if you go and look at one of my videos, I've made a video of the different type of tarot readers that there are. And so once you've decided what type of tarot reader, it could be the psychic, it could be someone that's a little bit more, sorry, I've got a hair, there you go. Someone that's a little bit more in the intuitive. I'm a lot in the intuitive myself. Someone that has previous experience. Some of them can be like a counselor or a, not like a psychologist that has, turned towards tarot. Someone that has a little bit more of a professional experience. That's kind of my case when it comes to, my coaching, my life coaching, my youth outreach working, and my intervention working, right? So without getting too much into that, really be careful and choose the type of tarot reader that you're looking for first and foremost, okay? Then I would say once you've chosen the type of, because choosing the type of tarot reader is, for me, the most essential part of going and choosing a tarot reader. Now, why tarot? Here's where we get a little bit deeper, okay? Once again, if you're wondering what the tarot decks are like, I'm not here to explain that, but I have a video that explains that beautifully. And if you have, just go through a tarot deck. If you don't have a tarot deck, find someone that has one, or go online, look at the cards, okay? Most of the decks that I have chosen are intuitive in some way or another, okay? Because I am a very intuitive tarot reader. Okay, and so let's go for an example here. I'm just going to mix this up one more time, and then I'm going to choose a deck, card. All right, so the card I have pulled, Justice, the number 11 card of the Major Arcana. And what's really beautiful about Justice, well, let me give you an idea. Now, tarot will come in, and okay, that's another thing. And here's a step. I was almost skipping this step. One of the things that is absolutely essential is me as a tarot reader. I connect with your spirit guides, your people from the spirit world. I connect with the deities that guide me and support me with my own people from the spirit world and spirit guides to make sure that I connect with yours properly. The beings from this dimension, all of the others, and this realm and all the others. I can call it world. And once again, this goes into my spiritual beliefs personally, but there is a very specific type of tarot reader that does connect with the spirit realm, okay, the spirit world. And basically that's where all the people that I ask for guidance are, in the spirit world. And so if you go in here, Justice. Now, I won't go into interpretations, but the reason why I point out the justice and I'm pulling the card in particular is because justice, this is where the intuition kicks in. If I'm receiving, first thing that comes to my mind, okay, justice, there's something, either example, that you're not feeling like you have justice, or that you there's something unjust happening to you, or it could be something like there's a situation that you've come that you're involved in, or that you have been exposed to or whatnot, and that is feeling unjust, and that you feel like you should do something or whatnot, and you need clarity in that situation, whatever it is. See how justice will bring that out and make it very, will bring that part of your frustration to light. Okay, whatever that clarity or whatever that untangledness you need will come out in a card like this. And this goes for every card of the tarot deck. Same thing for the oracle. Okay, and this is absolutely important because it's through the cards that you will find the road to clarity, if you want, when you're looking for, or when you're sitting down with a tarot reading, for a tarot reading with a tarot reader. Does that make sense? So I'm going to put this one back. And so let me say that again. Everything, I will feel guided, but I will also go intuitively into the situation. I will ask you one or two questions, simple but powerful questions. So like, is there a feeling of injustice in your life? Or I'm just giving you simple examples. Or why is the justice card coming up for you? And then it's not a long answer that I'm expecting from you. It can be something very simple. And as soon as I feel connected to what, oh, that's it. As soon as you say what it is, I feel intuitively that the problem is, then I will speak into it. And I will say, and so why this? And then I'll continue asking you maybe one or two more questions. And then I'll actually go more into the card and read intuitively what I feel guided to tell you. So the reason why I go into this detail is because you can do the same thing for yourself. First of all, I always prefer teaching instead of telling, right? And at the same time, to give you clarity of, oh yeah, that's the way I would like to actually receive my answer. I like that approach. That's something I'm comfortable with. So I'm describing more or less, because each person has their own circumstance and situation, right? And so just wanted to give you, I'm looking to give you a bit more clarity on what a tarot reading might look like for you. So let's pull a oracle card very quickly so we can look at, once again, another situation that could possibly come up, so you can have an example of what a tarot reading for you would look like. All right. Ooh, the porcupine. Free yourself of guilt and shame. All right, so once again, I go into my intuition. I will ask you, ooh, there's guilt in your life. And sometimes I'll even feel like, is this connected to someone in your family or to your couple or a relationship? It depends on what I feel guided to ask you, right? And so here you go, the porcupine. Now, the reason why I won't even go to the booklet for this one is this shame, okay, is one of the most common, how can I say, shadows or weaknesses or fears in the human being in general, okay? There is always shame inside of us in some form, or way or form, right? So I love that this is the example today, because it would be super easy for me to get to the heart of whatever shame, because shame, what's at the heart of shame is fear, right? You're afraid of something, and that's why you feel shame. Or you know that your actions affected someone in some way, and you feel ashamed, you feel lesser than because of it, you feel like you should fix it, right? So once again, this would be super easy for me to get to the heart too, but I would be asking you simple, powerful questions. I hope you understand what I mean by simple and powerful questions now. And I think shame can touch several aspects of our life. It wouldn't just be the one area of our life. And just like a tree, that one aspect of our life is affecting everything in our life. Okay, the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. And here's the thing, that's what a tarot reading does for you. It will connect all that little, like, you know how the trunk of the tree is like the one piece that holds all of the beautiful branches and the leaves and the flowers and whatever the fruit or whatever is on the tree. It keeps it all together and keeps it steady and firm. Well, fear is at the root of all of our shadows, our fears, our insecurities, our weaknesses, our the parts of us that are fearful, right? And so when we go into something like shame, it's easy to kind of root out the different parts and then kind of take the step back, right? And see that, oh, well, I can actually see the bigger picture now. Things are less confusing. I'm not looking at things so closely that, oh my gosh, I can't see the whole picture, right? So there you go. Tarot, I hope that answers your question a little better. I've tried to take a few approaches to give you a little bit more clarity. And if ever, once again, you guys, any of you have questions, if you have still any doubts or whatnot, I have my webpage. The webpage is down below in the description of this video. So if any of you would like to visit my webpage, even email me with personal questions privately so that, anonymously, no one will ever know that you've written to me, whatever you prefer, in what form. I also have all my social media links down below, how you can find me. You can write to me in private on any of those platforms. It would be a pleasure for me to answer any of your questions. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I knew it was going to be a shorter video. I'm glad that it was, because I'm super excited for Mexico. I still have a lot to prepare for. I'm going on vacation, just as a reminder for any of you that might not know. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you like and appreciate my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. It's always such a pleasure to have you, and it's an amazing way for you to support me as a YouTuber. All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And I hope that this brings you clarity. And I look forward to hearing if any of you do some personal readings and what that might bring for you. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.